One of the things that the prophet Isaiah repeatedly does is criticize the people for their very superficial, shallow faith. A faith that's rooted more in doing things by rote, based on tradition, rather than doing things from transformed hearts that generate transformed behavior, not just personally, but socially in the kingdom, among the people, in the community, and in the nation. In chapter 29, verse 13, this is our verse for today, the Lord said, "Because these people draw near me with their mouths and honor me with their lips, while their hearts are far from me, and their worship of me is a human commandment learned by rote." So can you hear that criticism? You know, we can say the right things, but if we say the right things while our heart is not with God and our behavior is not embodying the kind of behavior that God is calling for us, it's meaningless. And interestingly, in the ministry of Jesus, if you turn to the New Testament, to Matthew chapter 15, in that section where there's this disagreement and argument really about the tradition of the elders, where the Pharisees and scribes come to Jesus from Jerusalem and ask, "Why do your disciples break the tradition of the elders?" And part of Jesus' response is quoting this verse from Isaiah. He says to them, "You hypocrites, Isaiah prophesied rightly about you when he said, 'This people honors me with their lips, but their hearts are very far from me. In vain do they worship me, teaching human precepts as doctrines.'" And then Jesus goes on to say how it's not what goes into the mouth that defiles a person, but what comes out of the mouth that defiles a person. Because out of the mouth proceeds from the heart, and that's what defiles. For out of the heart come evil intentions, murder, adultery, fornication, theft, false witness, slanders. These are what defile a person, Jesus says, but to eat with unclean hands does not defile. You know, what's ironic is some of the instructions that God gave the people way back in the laws of Moses about washing your hands before you eat. Those are actually public health measures. It's part of what God was telling the people to help them to be healthy and safe. Wash your hands before you eat. You know, we tell that to our children for a reason. But what happened was, doing that physical act, that's for some people, well, that's the tradition. That's what you do. If I wash my hands, I'm being righteous. I'm being holy. And part of what Isaiah and Jesus are saying is, oh no, it's not just washing hands that makes you righteous. It's much more. Where is your heart? And what is your heart causing you to live out in your life?